And away they go from the 1400-meter marker. An untidy beginning this one. Admiral Burnham's right there, Merchant Gold, Sanctity's going around them. They are followed by BUGSY, Malone, who's back fourth. Giant's Castle a little bit strong on the outside. A King's Return is towards the rail, then Bim Bam Buddy with the black cap. It's racing about 5 or 6 lengths off the leader. A Time to Remember's on the outside of runners, then comes Over the Bay. Furu Stars towards the inside, then British Pride. And Bwanja Magic's the trailer, about 8 or 9 lengths off the leader. Admiral Burnham has the lead, Sanctity is second, Bim Bam Buddy's third, and at the rail in fourth there we find BUGSY, Malone. On the outside of that, Merchant Gold, and then Giant's Castle. Further back is a King's Return, Bwanja Magic, and then comes Over the Bay and Feru Star. Top of the lane, 500 to go. Admiral Burnham by 2. Sanctity a second. BUGSY Malone comes out for a run. Towards the inside of that, a King's Return. Over the Bay, Feru Star. Towards the outside, Bim Bam Buddy. It's Admiral Burnham still the leader from BUGSY Malone past the 200-meter marker. Down the inside, Feru Star. Over the Bay and a King's Return. A Time to Remember's also running on. But BUGSY Malone hit the front over the last 100 to win, going away. And BUGSY Malone will win. Second, Feru Star, Time to Remember, and Admiral Burnham. Number 4 at 180 is the winner, and that's BUGSY Malone. Warren Kennedy, Dennis Bosch for Elmala and Cohen, and bred by Scott Brothers. And number 4 was the tote favourite and wins convincingly at the business end. Number 5, Feru Star, nice 7.10 a place, runs into second. Third, number 9, A Time to Remember, nice 9 rand a place. And the fourth position to number 2, Admiral Burnham at 6 rand 10. So that quartet will pay. Although it does arrive. Over the base, further back, Giant's Castle, and then came a King's Return. So BUGSY Malone, the macaque, was prominent and gets hooked out to the middle of the track. Warren Kennedy then asks him to run, and BUGSY Malone comes on to score and ends up winning by about 3 to 4 lengths. That's the running of the first race. Until the running of the second, we'll go back to the studio.
Dressed for the occasion, and you'll have a look in a moment, dolled up in his suit, and he's the trainer of BUGSY Malone. But before we talk to Dennis and Warren, Richmond is the gentleman that looks after BUGSY Malone's needs at home to make sure that he's watered and fed and groomed. And his name suggests it all, Richmond. He's a rich man today. Well done, 1,000 rand on behalf of Hollywoodbets and on behalf of Gold Circle. Enjoy the rest of the day, and well done to you, Richmond. Congratulations. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Let's get let's get Warren in. And I'd love to hear what that joke was all about. But well done. Tell us about the race, because he's an old fellow in the sense that he started his racing late, and we'll talk to Dennis about that. But am I right that he seemed to take a bit of time to give it to you?
Yeah, absolutely. I came back and said to Mr. Bosch, Mile, I think, you know. But in saying that, saw him with the Cornell collar and always wanted to just be freely, not to hang on to him. Horses that have obviously got breathing issues, then you don't want to swing onto them. So I was happy to just get him out and get him flying. Nice to have him just off the bit. I didn't want to be holding on to him in case that restricted his breathing. But when I asked him, he took a little bit of time, and then he shot through. You know, obviously he's an older horse, but he's had very few runs. He's still learning his trade, what we've got to do with him in the racetrack. But well done, Mr. Bosch. He had him in fine fettle, a nice big burly horse, and he won really well. You know, he started looking around the last bit. He'd probably had enough because I squeezed him a bit early now. I exerted him throughout the race to keep him off the bit, but a good win nonetheless. Like I said to Bosch, if he goes a mile, you'll probably see better of him.
Wonderful. That's good feedback to hear about BUGSY Malone. And Warren, your next best for the day. We know that you're boxing on, but who do you think is your next best?
I'm very limited in my rides today. I think I've got 3 left. I think the one in the next is probably my next best. Fever can be in the money. He's always competitive, and the one at the back's really got to improve quite a bit to feature Warren. But yeah, probably the filly my next best. Just big thanks, Mr. Bosch, to his owner. It's his first winner. Well done to him. And yeah, just thanks all round to everyone.
Lovely, Warren. Let's
Thank
hope
you.
we chat later. Spot on. Let's get Dennis in, who's always dressed for the occasion. And Dennis, you set the standard when it comes to being dressed for the races. So well done for that, because you're quite right. You've said it before. We need to step it up the way we dress, and you dress for the occasion. But more importantly, well done with BUGSY Malone.
Yeah, thank you, Warren. Yeah, I know the racing people see when I wear a suit, so it's always interesting for them. Yeah, to the owners, they kept this horse far too long. I didn't know. They met me at the sales and sent me 3 horses, and they were 5 years old, 4 years old, and things like that. So the one owner's in Joburg, Yossi, well done to him, and other chaps in Israel. I phoned him this morning. He's going to be totally excited. It's their first winner. So I'm going to try to get the video and send it to him, you know. So yeah, I'm chuffed that this horse has done it for him, you know. It's nice. They deserve it.
Dennis, the video clip, the express version of the video clip will be on the Gold Circle YouTube channel in about 10 minutes. So if you want to get onto the website, you'll be able to send it through to him in Israel. Well done to you, Den. And you spoke to Sheldon about your runners, but for those that might not have seen the show, your next best?
Well, I like the filly in the next she's got to come on, look about her, the same sort of preparation as this horse. You know, I think she's one of the main runners. And like Warren said, I heard him, you know, Fever just has to put his bum together. It's a weakish field, and that's it.
Well done to you, and
Thank you.
Let's hope we chat later.
Thank you, Warren.
Spot on, Dennis. Dennis Bosch, who, yeah, he comes dressed for the occasion, and so it should be. And let's see where BUGSY Malone goes. And to the international owners, one you heard is in Israel. Let me just move my pen. Well done to Messrs. Cohen and Al-Mela, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. I apologize if I'm not. But BUGSY Malone's won you a race here at Hollywoodbets Greyville in South Africa, and won very well. So he's a late maturer, he's a late starter. He heard from Warren that he gave it to him a little late in the race, but certainly a horse that could go on and win races. That's it, race 1. BUGSY Malone has won from numbers 5, Ferru Star, then a 9, A Time to Remember, and 4th was number 2, Admiral Burnham. As you heard from Craig, I'm sure this quartet will pay well.